Just flicking through those. I just want to watch a race and flick through those bloody cameras.
Yes, I think all we're really missing is the ability to have a little bit longer of a replay.
Yeah, yep, I haven't even...
I think it's, I'm not sure whether it's a time limit or a lap limit. I think it's a time limit.
Ah, okay, yep. Fair enough.
And yeah, being able to swap between cars would be ideal, but
yep. Oh, well,
we'll take what we can get.
It's better than what we had before, isn't it? We didn't have any options. It was...
No, this is pretty much
just
a suck eggs option.
go between the car, yeah. So I've finished... It's finished, this must be practice, but it's given me that sort of screen where I can't do anything again. Is that...
Options.
Yep, okay.
And return to garage.
Return... Oh, okay. Shit, we're in qualifying, are we? Ah, okay.
Yep, so it's only a 5-minute quali for the two races, so everybody's out.
So what do we got? 2 20-minute races?
So we've got a 5-minute quali, of which there's 3 minutes 15 left.
Yep.
And then we've got 2 20-minute races. I don't know how Wilco's set up the gaps between the races. Excuse me.
Oh, okay, yeah, in terms of what's between there.
Yep.
That's all right. Awesome. I've got my screen on the left here. We'll just, there's nothing really too formal tonight. We're just having a bit of a muck around and see how the stream comes out.
So I'm going to sit on Kilroy because he's
you tell me what's
followed by.
Going on. Yep.
So I'm just waiting for times to click through at the moment. We go back up to drive. So he's on it. So we're not having any times at the moment come through.
It's on a hot lap. Oh, Voodoo.
So what's a hot lap represented by a blue colour, isn't it? There we go.
Yep.
Yep. So that the first sort of bottom left totem pole after the blank screen is where you're going to get your split times and your live timing. So I'm sitting on Kilroy at the moment.
Yep.
In Helicam, and I know that Barters is 3.2 behind him. Probably only working the race for the overall.
Yep.
But you can see that Kilroy's got 57.1 brake bias, which is kind of high. He's running a very, very low OBS TC.
Nice. I'm just with Voodoo at the moment, so I'm guessing he's on a run. Here we go. Let's have a look. Purple Maserati, golden helmet. We've got yellow flags.
And he's upset that it's not a Ferrari.
Yeah, he's a Ferrari man, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Won't be too happy about that. Still a nice looking car though, Voodoo. A little bit of a moment there. This is a very long lap, short qualifying session, so these boys need to get on with it, don't they?
Yeah, they've had 60 minutes practice.
Oh,
it was just carnage because the boys didn't know which car they wanted to drive, so they're jumping in and out of cars. So
yeah.
I wouldn't expect supreme control racing tonight. It might be a little sketchy at best.
Not unfamiliar cars and geez, good vibes with that Mercedes there. That livery looks quite alright. The orange and the grey and the orange Merc logo on the front.
That look very pretty.
Fanatec, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. OGT, what's he doing? 20 seconds. I think we're going to get a bit of a run on here, aren't we? 20 seconds, see who's going to make it to the line. Oh, that mightn't be.
AGT was third in practice quali.
Yep.
He pulled out of the practice race because he wants to save it all. He's quick. He is very quick at the moment.
Sniper there and the McLaren Binger.
Binger and the babies are.
Jeez, that's a nice Here we go. Here we go. The times are starting to... Who else have we got?
2:32.
Where's...
Oh, so this is it. This is the end of quali.
This is the end of quali. Here comes Kilroy. I think this might be their last run. Kilroy across the line. Who else is next after that? Kilroy up to third. Who else have we got? 5, 6,
Nobby.
6. Nobby. Voodoo's put in a time as well.
13 is
Sniper, is it?
Has not put a time in.
No time for Snipe. What have we got? 64. Is that good vibes? In that beautiful livery. Righty pops up to fourth, if you don't mind. He crosses the line.
Our man Wilco.
Just, sorry.
Ready to come across the line.
The fact that I don't have to go out and come back in is just got
it's
me
remarkable,
all
isn't
sorts of moist happening. I tell you, it's incredible.
Wilco's not qualified.
Wilco is not.
He's without a time.
Geez, that Maserati seems like it's running a little bit. Looks a little bit high off the ground for me. Wilco not setting a time. Barter's in the pits. Forget about it. Here comes my Bingerling. What's Binger going to do?
I don't know. Binger's very, very closely followed by Aussie Thunder. Into chicane. He's still hot. Binger's still hot. Bingeretta is going to go.
Binger across the line. 2:38 points. Oh, you can see the times and everything. Where we go? Turner Garage. Yes, we do. I think that might be all she wrote, unless Wilco's... Is Wilco going to do anything?
Oh, no, I beg your pardon. Yeah, Wilco must have got that last lap.
Must have made it.
The wrong car. I was thinking of one, which is Maddie. Here we go. What's he going to come up with?
Across the line. Wilco, third. Look at that. We're riding on board for that too. That's how incredible. Oh, look at that. He's just got some sideways action happening. So 20 minutes and then a short interlude and another 20 minutes. Bit bloody rusty at the moment. We've had a couple of weeks off from this, haven't we? We've had a big finale.
I was very, very hoarse after Bathurst. I had a lot of trouble speaking the next day.
Are you say you're a bit better now. You sound a bit better now.
I have, yeah, I am, yeah. It's I had the amount of infections that I've had has actually changed my voice.
Oh, really? Gee whiz.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that'll ever come back. So from here, if it doesn't work out in the commentary booth with you, I'm going to the 88855 phone call lines. Yes, you're the best I've ever had. No, I've never seen one as big as that before. All right. Here we go. Into the race.
Here we go. We'll just go. We might go with the tried and tested. There's no formation lap, is there?
No. This is a straight start. So
okay.
I'm on Nobby, who's in 6th place, and I'm in the Helicam.
Yep. I'm on the pole position, man.
That might be probably, yeah, so we might be able to cover the field with that.
Okay, overall, here we go. The tension is absolutely killing me. How's the new spectator cameras, though? They are amazing, Voodoo. They are looking very nice indeed. Almost as nice as that that purple. Where is he on the grid? Where was our man? I'm still amazed, Voodoo. I haven't quite gotten over it yet. I'm still. I just want to spend the race not talking and just flicking through cameras and information.
Happen,
It's there's so much cool stuff to look at. But we are counting down 20-minute race for all the three people. I don't think they were expecting us to be on tonight. Wolf,
I don't think anybody was.
No. That's okay. We're having a good time anyway.
Oh, one of us is, yeah. Or two of us are, rather. I mean, what I mean.
Wilco in 3rd. Righty as well. Someone not happy in the background there that she's got to go to bed. It is 8:15. Look at that. Traction control, brakes.
Yep.
You can see the brake balance, or is that brake bias, brake balance, ABS?
Yep.
What are these lights? Is that accelerate, brake, is it? You've got like sort of, you got, you know, the speedometer thing?
No,
and
that's so you got your normal headlights, your enduro headlights, and a rain light.
Ah, yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yep, sweet.
So lights, it'll go off. I think then it goes on an enduro, and your rain light's either on or off.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Lights out. And away we go. It's not so boring, Dave. Wilco wants to go, and we are off to a good start with these brand new camera angles.
Yep, so the start finish, or the start line, essentially race line, is just before Eau Rouge.
Yep, so the endurance sort of thing we're doing here, aren't we?
Yep.
Some stuck in Formula 1 moto.
Everyone's a bit messy. It's starting to pack up now.
A little bit all over the place at the moment. We'll stick with OGT, our pole position man here, I reckon, and a pretty good turnout as always. These camera angles, just, let's have a look here.
Holding.
Holding. Green and go. Harvey gets a nose in front there, heading through Eau Rouge for the first time. Wolf, and he takes the lead. Not for very long, though, because OGT says, you know what, I might have that back. Look at these camera angles. Somebody running a little bit wide there, as I think that's Wilco slotting into third. Is he going to have a crack at Harvey Norman? I don't know where to look. There's so much interesting stuff happening at the back as well. But Harvey having a crack here into the lead early. He's going to have a go. Last of the late breakers.
Oh, nice.
Has he got it done? He sure has. But let's just return to the garage. I might keep flicking through, old school style. But Harvey takes the lead. Then it's OGT into second, and that might leave Wilco with a good run to him here, Wolf.
He's got on fourth in here, and he's just trying to have a look up underneath, I beg your pardon, underneath Kilroy there. So Kilroy's made a great start as well.
And there we have it. David H says blah, 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 blah. These cars suck. I hope Jason Wilkinson bins it massively on lap one.
Wow.
He seems to be a glass half full man. He must be quite a great deal of fun at parties. But here we go, lap one. Halfway through.
For him, obviously.
he's not too happy, is he? He's got a bone to pick with somebody. But OGT slotting into second position. And Harvey Norman, this man's not interest-free for 48 months or 24 months, is he? He takes the lead at the moment. OGT in second. Kilroy, glass half empty. We figured that, Dave. Thank you for that. It's good to have some banter in there. 9 people watching this, and this is a social race, Wolf. You are on the mend as well, which is great to hear after our season finale a couple of weeks ago. Kilroy in third then, and this is very different for me. New camera angles, new stuff happening everywhere, lots of information to take in, and about half a dozen less cords as Wilco running slightly wide. There out of that corner, but he gathers it all up again. Fourth position, Kilroy slotting up to third. Good start, though, and everyone seems, Wolf, like they've got away cleanly.
Absolutely. It's still tight down the back of the pack here as well. In the middle of the pack, everyone's going tight. Oh, there's a big move up the inside, and that's gone terribly, terribly wrong. I can't see who that is, but that's knocked out Righty, and who's that that's tried to make the big move up the inside?
Not quite sure.
I think he's missed his brakes. There's a McLaren just going around and around and around. So
I've committed to our race. I've committed to our race leader and these new jazzy camera angles because OGT's right up behind him. Keep an eye on what's happening in the back, Wolf. Because up Eau Rouge for the second time, Harvey into the race lead, Wolf, again.
Oh, good work. Yeah, Righty's missed his braking point into the chicane there and has pretty much taken everybody out. Kilroy's dropped back down to 13th.
As Dave says, this game sucks. It's quite simple, Dave.
Wow.
If you're not a huge fan, you just...
you could
There's
just
plenty of other videos on YouTube to watch, but to keep you interested or whatever you're into.
There's ex-hamster, ex-videos. I mean, there's plenty of other stuff you could be watching than this, Dave. And
Punt
thanks
Hub,
for your input.
No, not Punt Hub, something like that.
Punt Hub? It just says like a betting thing. We do not condone betting.
Gamble responsibly.
Porn, however, is fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're digressing, Wolf, because 16 and a half minutes. We've only been on air for, 14 minutes, and we've already mentioned porn and a few other things. But Harvey leads this race.
Kicked off.
And we'll probably get kicked off. Stop-go penalty for car number 60. And I don't have that leaderboard. It is Rick Oztech. Yep. Not impartial to a good drive-through or stop-go penalty, our man Rick. We've seen that in the past. But 16 minutes remaining. I'm surprised it's taken him this long. But anyway, 16 minutes remaining here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. It's great to be back after a couple of weeks off to rest the vocal cords. We are back, and I'll tell you what we might do. We might return to the garage to see what is going on. Harvey leads OGT in second. Things starting to settle down. Wilco in the Chevrolet there. I was expecting Wilco to be making bigger inroads here, Wolf, but he's just keeping... sitting there, minding his own business in third. 15 minutes to go.
He's having a little bit of trouble staying on the track at the moment. He might be pushing a little bit too hard to try and catch up to OG. And as you say, Harvey's got back in front. There's a good 2.4 seconds in front of those guys. And Jason's got Matty 1.1 behind him and catching.
And look at this, Barters and Nobby. Barters getting through there ahead of Nobby Nuts, heading up to the bus stop chicane, which might not even be called that anymore, but Binger having a look down the inside of Nobby, couldn't quite get the move done, and that's going to have Cart Dude and Aussie Thunder interested. Cart Dude rocking the Tasmanian, rocking that orange livery there, looking very nice indeed, very McLaren-esque. Nobby in 6th, Binger in 7th, and now Cart Dude looking down the outside of him, Wolf.
So I was taking a breath. Matty is caught right back up to Jason. Jason had a lot of trouble getting back onto the start-finish straight. Got it a little wide, put the boot into it a little too much, and it's allowing OG and Harvey to get away a little bit at the lead.
And there we have it, Dave, who's just, he's keeping on going there in the comments. That's great stuff. But Binger and Cart Dude, oh my goodness, you've got to be a brave man to make a move there. And Cart Dude right up behind Bingerling. Matterford has closed up, hasn't he, to Wilco? I'm just looking at the timing screens now, but which way is Cart Dude going to go? He was trying to go down the inside, and now he's going to go down the outside, if you don't mind. Thunder looking at Nobby Nuts as well, but Binger manages to break a little bit late. He goes a little bit deep, and now Cart Dude has the inside again. Fantastic racing. These guys are not one bit rusty, are they, Wolf?
No, there's been a lot of practice at a couple of the other servers and stuff like that these guys have been keeping their eye in, as it were, and I think there's been a bit of private practice going on around the place.
Okay.
Just trying to get a hold of some new cars and some new seasons that are coming through.
Yeah, well, we might tell you what we might do. We might jump on board with our race leader. I know we might miss some other action, but we'll just flick through these cameras. Look at this, and that is the view that OGT has. And these cameras absolutely fantastic. We've got inside the car. We can flick through the car electronics, Wolf. Just getting a little bit bloody giving a hard on here, I tell you, because look at this. You can see absolutely everything. Live timing. How long we've got to go in the race, we can see that anyway. Fuel, you name it, we've got it. Live timing. This is a big one, isn't it, Wolf, considering we've had to, in the past at least, look at the sector by sector times, where now we can see it live, the action unfolding in front of us. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I'm following Cart Dude at the moment. The information down the bottom of the screen is telling me that his last lap is a 2:34. His best lap's a 2:34.017. So I've got those details looking straight at me. I can tell you that at this point in time, he's about ready to kick into 6th gear. He's in 5th, doing 220 around that corner. He's using trail braking. He's doing quite well for that. He's about ready to hard the brakes as hard as he can to get into this. Drop down into 2nd gear for the right-hander. Probably back into 1st. Check back into 1st for the man behind Binger, back onto the start-finish.
Here we go then, 12 and a half minutes remaining in this race. Just getting these vocal cords warmed up. OGT is not giving anything away to Harvey Norman there. It is McLaren versus BMW. Wilco now, with this live timing that we've got here, 4.6 further back. And I think the drivers in blue, are they lap traffic, I'm guessing, given that they're blue. Perhaps on the live timing screen, but OGT, Wilco, Matterford in 4th, Cart Dude, I think, or Barters, I beg your pardon, up there in 5th, and boy, oh boy, Harvey in that McLaren just streaking away after Eau Rouge there down the Kemmel Straight. That is quite amazing. That number 15 McLaren has quite a bit of grunt. We know the BMW is no slouch in a straight line, but we'll go back to the garage now as Dave, only decent driver on the track right now. He must be from Tasmania.
I can only assume. Maybe he's Cardi's other head.
Yeah, he's got a mind of its own. At least that's half a one anyway. But anyway, lap 3 of this race. This is the man we are looking at. We're still riding on board with him, Harvey. We might go back to our usual cameras then, and I do apologise for that, but still we're a little bit excited here. We're like kids with It's like the first day of school, isn't it? We're excited. We've got new toys to play with. Wilco in third. Matterford has closed up, but now that gap is very steady. Can't Dude, go Can't Dude. Thank you for that, Dave. Great stuff. Matterford there. Barter's in fifth. Can't Dude in sixth. Here's your man, Dave. Mr. Positivity Plus. Binger right up behind him. And this race is going so quickly. I'm not sure what we're going to do after this, but stick around, ladies and gentlemen, because, Wolf, we're about to have another race after this as well. Another 20-minute race, I believe.
Another 20-minute race, and the grid for the second race has been determined by the 5-minute quality that we missed because we were too busy playing with our new toys.
That's right. So, we were playing with something, that's for sure, but it's absolutely fantastic. And I must admit, I just jumped on about 10 minutes before we went live tonight, so just learning as we go. A little bit of on-the-job training. Big Shep has joined us. I'm having to approve Dave's comments. Dave from Tasmania. The overly positive Tasmanian as Binger's looking to make a move there down to the bus stop chicane. Big Shep says a very big hello, Shepo, down here at the Bull. He might mean pool, but it could be Bull either. Having a few frothies, having a couple of horses come in today, so that's great stuff. Hopefully you're backing a winner there, Shep, and having a frothy as well as Binger, who I've seen a bit of a delay there. I beg your pardon. Binger has outbraked himself into that last chicane, and that has let Cart Dude off the hook. And Dave saying, Shep, this, don't get smart, you pair of bums. All capitals there too, Wolf. That's a little bit intimidating, isn't it, in the chat there?
Yeah, no, I am.
Yep, Nobby.
So watching Mac, Righty and Kilroy here, they've been trading places. They're all running a fairly consistent lap time and just mucking around with each other, and it's starting to get a bit of a gap. Oh, that's a bit wide, that's a bit loose. Mac might be into the wall. No, he's missed the wall. Well done.
And we've had some more news about this game. We've had the update, of course, updating the spectator mode and various other things. We've also had the UK DLC, haven't we, Wolf, with a few other tracks as well, haven't we? That has been released not too long ago.
That's been fantastic. That's Alton Park, Donington, and off the top of my head, Snetterton.
Yep.
And Alton Park, you may have seen in Voodoo's stream, Alton Park is rough as it appears on television. It is. I've probably run about 30, 40 laps around it, and it is a very difficult track to get around. Snetterton is very quick with a very, very bizarre right-hander towards the end of the lap, and Donington is all up and down. It's fantastic. It's a great add to the game.
Fantastic old school English circuits. Dave says commentary is for losers who suck at racing, and that might be the last we hear of Dave tonight. There we go.
There you go. Well, hopefully Dave will get 7th at Bathurst in a Nissan, and he'll be able to prove us all wrong, I suppose.
There we go.
And that's our Tier 2 guys, so there you go.
There we go, Dave. So thanks for coming. That's the end of that. Just made me click the 3 dots at the corner of his name, which wasn't very good. There we go, Dave. Yep, there we go, and have a happy life. But there we go, lap 4 of this. There's only 4 laps gone, but it's such a long circuit, isn't it here? One of the longest we go to. In fact, if not the longest, but Harvey and OGT still very close at the front. Wilco now just is struggling, isn't he, for pace tonight, because Barnes and Matterford right up in his business here, Wolf.
Yep, Jason's was struggling. I think Jason was so excited about the new toys that we got to play with, he didn't really concentrate too much on his driving. And I believe, from memory, it was Matterford that suggested that we do a couple of rounds at Spa. So he's sitting in 5th place. He's just having a good run, and he should be very happy with himself. He's picked a good track, and he's decided that GT4s were the way to go. So he's having a great time.
There is, speaking of having a great time, OGT looks like he's about to have a great time here on Harvey, as he sneaks out and has a bit of a cheeky look. This has been so close all race, and it's getting closer and closer by the second. Can't Dude has picked up a drive through, but we'll get back to this lead battle. OGT versus Harvey. 6.5 minutes to go in this race. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Social nights for KRL between seasons. It's meant to be the off season. Piss off, Dave. There we go. I thought I hit that message. But anyway, this is where it's at. Lap number 5 of this race. However many laps we can get in the next 6 minutes That will be the question. Barter's up to third now. Wilco outside the podium places. Down to fourth. He is struggling in that Chevy, that's for sure. The Audi still pretty sharp as usual. Matterford, car dude with a drive-through. Didn't see what that was for. Binger, I guess we could see what that was for, couldn't we? If we, I don't want to leave that lead battle though. Binger there in seventh. Nobby Nuts, Aussie Thunder, Righty running out your top 10. Kilroy, Good Vibes, Mac Miller, Sniper, and Voodoo, the Nigerian Prince, down there in the purple Maserati with the bright gold helmet. As we get back to the front, there are some battles right through the field, as you'd expect. KRL style, Wolf, these boys have not lost any of this pace, have they?
No, third, fourth and fifth at the moment is Barters, Jason and Matterford, and they're probably within about the proverbial blanket of each other, and they're having a good battle. Where else is some battles going on? It's a little bit spread out towards the back there until we get to where Kilroy is, so we're probably looking at 11th, 12th and 13th. There's a nice little battle going on there. Kilroy, Vibesy, Mac. So they're keeping up to each other. Vita's having a bit of trouble down the back of the field there.
There we have it. As Dave, thanks for coming. As Big Shep says, "Let's go, Wilco, let's go," and your man is under all sorts of pressure. He's in a Barters and Matterford sandwich at the moment. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Drive-through penalty number 5. Can't do. Track limits. Is that another drive-through penalty, or what's happening there? He just has to serve that penalty. I'm not so sure. But we'll have to see from race control. But Wolfie, he's, which is a shame, isn't it? Because he's in a solid 6th position at the moment.
But he's quick. It's just, I don't know how long he actually got on here before he's having an awful lot of trouble coming through Eau Rouge. He's straight-lined Eau Rouge, which made it a lot quicker, but is not necessarily within the rules. But that's no problem. It's only a social event.
And there we have it, 16 drivers turning out to this social event. Numbers always good here on KRL. The KRL family are welcoming everybody to the stream tonight, except for Dave from Tasmania, who we won't have to worry about anymore. And Cart Dude, things aren't getting much better.
That's it. He's done.
Cart Dude's done.
The return to pits button. That's all there is for him.
What do we say, Wolf, when they don't move? You know, they're on the controller, aren't they, or the wheel, looking for that return to pit button. So lap 6.
Trying to find that button
of this race. Harvey, go, Harvey, go. And OGT right behind him. That gap, it says it's 1.1 seconds. We might jump on board with our race leader and see what he can see. Let's have a look there. Beautiful camera work here. There is the overall standings, the electronics, track conditions, fuel, you name it.
I'm sitting on board with OGT at the moment, and he is working that wheel very smoothly, and he's right on the back of Harvey now.
Let's have a look at this.
Down to the straight.
We are on the back of Harvey. Doesn't sound too good, does it? But anyway, the night is only young, because OGT is all over the back of him. And this gives you an idea. That's what's great about these new camera angles, isn't it, Wolf? You just get an idea of the pressure and what these drivers have to go through in this intense battle for the lead. As you can see, OGT, where is he going to make this move? He is all over the back of him as the sun begins to set here at the beautiful Spa circuit here in Belgium. It's a classic through the Ardennes forest and across into lap number 7. As we flick through, we cycle through some of these live timing charts. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. As inside the cockpit, that's right, we can ride with these drivers now, and if I press another button, we can even see what they're seeing through the helmet cam, Wolf. How good?
This is fantastic. We're going to have to figure this out before we actually go proper live. I think
it's we're just looking through the eyes.
He's come very, very wide up at the top of Eau Rouge there, but he's come good.
Looking through the eyes, fastest lap time. This is amazing stuff. Fastest lap time for our race leader, 2 minutes 32.891. And he's tracking pretty good on this lap. You can see there, traction control, throttles, brakes, everything, you name it, we've got it here now for you to see. Piss off, Dave, would you? It's still, the messages are still coming up, but 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in this race. Let's have a look. OGT, well, he was He dropped back a little bit, didn't he, coming through Eau Rouge, but he's right on the back of him once again.
Through this middle sector, he's very, very quick. I'm watching his steering inputs. He's very, very clean. There's no seesawing of the wheel. His trail braking is a little bit longer than Harvey's, so he's just catching up that little bit per corner. He's very, very smooth in the accelerator. His steering input is just amazing. It's very, very smooth.
And speaking of amazing, I'll tell you what, this man Matterford, he just wants a piece of Wilco. Barnes has already claimed Wilco in this race, and now Matterford looks like he's going to try as well. Wilco, you've got to get up pretty early to get around the outside there. I think that's Stavilo, I think it might be, or we might be at the next one. Haven't got the corner names in front of me, just going off the 20 or so years I've been watching races around here, but Matterford and Wilco, that battle, I don't know whether it's the closest on the track. In fact, it may be, but it is absolutely intense. These two going at it for 4th place. Incredible stuff. Matterford and Wilco, these two have got a history together, don't they, from last season, Wolf?
They certainly do, yeah. It was a long season last season, and it looks like they've just picked up exactly where they've started. Sorry, they started exactly where they left off at the end of last season. OGT is right on the back of Harvey now, so Harvey's had a little bit of trouble with some oversteer and a bit of wheel spin, and he's won the race. So apparently the race has been done.
There we have it. We're done. I was just reporting Dave there from Tasmania. We don't want to see any of that. Harvey's won. Fantastic. Jeez, I'll tell you what, I'm a bit behind here. There we go, Wilco crossing the line. Matterford didn't get him, so a bit of damage on the side of Matterford's car. So maybe, just maybe, he came unstuck. As there we have it, Matterford crosses the line in 7th, Wolf. So I missed that.
Yeah, it was somewhere along there. I think Bingham might have jumped in front of him there, but that's all seems to have gone pretty well for the first race.
Thunder, here comes Righty, 9th, Good Vibes, 10th. Kilroy in 11th, Mac Miller right behind him, so battles all the way through the points-paying positions. Bit of road rage there from our man Mac Miller on Kilroy. Sniper, 13th, unlucky for some. And, Jesus, where's... there we have it. Oh, that's Dave. We know who that is. Hef, Wilco. It's we know who that is. David H. David Heffernan. It's all becoming clear. Geez, I tell you what, and what is Voodoo doing to Mac Miller, I hear you ask? Something happening there.
Jesus, that's not gone particularly well. I suggest that probably the driver's chat room's not the best place to be now.
No, a bit of, he's getting into him there, in fact, and into the barrier there. They're both now levitating off the ground. I'm not too sure what is going on. That is Hef. Our man, that's Wilco saying he's trying to be funny, Trev. Is that trying to be funny? I'll tell you what, interesting sense of humour there. Cole has joined us. He's one of our regulars. Can't fit the car in the boot, mate. Voodoo there, and Camaro is disgustingly slow. And I've got to say, you lived up to that. You lived up to that, didn't he? You didn't look too quick out there.
He didn't look quick. He didn't look good. I'm surprised that he was actually the champion 2 years in a row, because that was just a terrible drive.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, should be disgusted with himself and probably not racing the second race.
So Wilco, Dave, two people that just not liking their work. But Wilco, yep, he's a very un-Wilco-like. I wouldn't really call that a Wilco slam for sure, but Cola Commander, top efforts for trying Voodoo. Top efforts, whichever way you want to say. We are rusty after a couple of weeks. There we have it. He scratched the Assetto Corsa logo off the side of that car. 14th for Voodoo. Rick Oztech had a stop-go penalty and thought, you know what, I'm going to pack it up with 6 laps to go, considering we only had an 8-lap race. He hasn't done too well. But what is going on now? I'm guessing we play the waiting game to see where we are here. In fact, we might be able to, just while we're waiting, take a look at Voodoo as we check out this golden helmet on the Nigerian Prince. Look at that. And as Dave says, how about you just worrying about not binning at all capitals? You know where my fist will go, champion. This is we're getting a bit personal here, Wolf. We're talking about some fisting action between Dave and Dave.
Well, maybe you should have gone to Pornhub then instead of watching this. Then if they're talking about fisting action,
It's just going
My
there.
wife has just looked at me and wondering what it is that I'm commentating on, as a matter of fact.
I can hear we're all quiet out in the lounge room too here at the Kid Byers household. But that is race 1 done. Let's focus to the on-track action, which is why we're all here. Return to garage, and it was Harvey Norman who really didn't put a foot wrong, did he? OGT tried as he might. Couldn't quite get it done. And Cola Commander, ha-ha. And that is very funny. Wilco should be any second till race 2. That's interesting because I've got to go for a piss. Maybe we can take a short commercial break. And
Let's
we'll be
do
back.
that while I make a cup of tea, and we'll be right back.
Race 2, 2 minutes left. And I can't go to any intros or outros or whatever they are.
Don't worry about it then.
Yep, so we'll just...
What you got? A minute 50. Bugger off, Trev.
Yep, there we go. Let's just take a look at Voodoo's golden helmet. We'll keep that with you and we'll be back shortly.
It's nothing if not professional. So I've decided to go with the twin extra strong English breakfast for my cup of tea.
There we have it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. OGT is our pole position man for race 2 as we are getting ready to go racing, of course. Made it with 7 seconds to spare. Our man, what's been going on in the comments here? Camaro is not that great. Crap driving by Voodoo. David's just one of those. He's one of those annoying family members, isn't he, that just won't quite go away. It's always different. We've all got an uncle like that, haven't we? Okay, here we go then. So race number 2. I think we've lost Wolfie there, but never mind about that because this is another 20-minute race. And ladies and gentlemen, absolute pleasure to have your company. We've had our commercial break, and this circuit, Wolf, just gets me a little bit excited at the business end because this is an absolutely fantastic track. Another 20 minutes of racing. We're about to go. And the Universal Boss gets us underway. Green light, go. And OGT a little bit sluggish off the line, if you don't mind, Wolf. But he still leads through Eau Rouge for the first time. And for race 2, Wilco says, you know what? This Camaro might be a piece of shit, but I'm up into second place. Down Radion or Camel Straight. Whichever one comes first. There we have it. Wilco and Harvey side by side. Yellow flags out for something, Wolf, which I haven't seen, but it seems like everybody's got through.
Looks like he's gone around. Oh, there's a big move up the inside. There's three cars that have been taken out. I don't know who that was. That's a terrible move, actually. That's not very good racing whatsoever down the back of the field. However, there we go. Usual suspects up the front.
Show must go on then, halfway through lap 1. Cole is saying, Wolfie hitting the English breakfast. Extra strong, baby.
By two.
And Cole joining us. 7 people now watching the stream. Good turnout, good numbers. I think we've lost someone off this list, haven't we? There was 16 before. We might have lost someone, but anyway, we'll figure that out as the race progresses. Because here we go, 20-minute race, race 2 and of this evening. Harvey, our race winner, and they've swapped positions, haven't they? OGT now up in first, Harvey in second, Wilco in third. Not happy with the performance of this car, and he's just taken a little bit too much curb there, and he almost went around Wolf. He is not having a good time, the number 19.
He's not enduring the Camaro, and Ridey's starting to catch up onto him, and it's the back of the pack is not very far behind them either. You're looking at Nobby, Maddie and Aussie Thunder having a good run in the middle of the field there, so they're not too far off. So I think the boys have probably understood a little bit more what the little GT4s do, and might have changed a few settings or just adjusted a few tyre pressures. Might have a better run this game.
Here we go. Voodoo, who finished 14th, I believe, last race. He's up in 13th now, and no mucking around. So effectively, we've got a sprint round, effectively. 2 sprint races tonight. Voodoo looking down the inside of Mac Miller, and that means that the move did not happen there, but pit lane is open. Thank you, race control. Good vibes. The battles galore. Look at this. We've got 5 guys all looking for a point here, Wolf.
Yeah, everyone's having a go at this. Ridey's on the back of Wilco. Wilco is a little bit far away, and OG has gapped Harvey.
Well, we didn't see this.
Out across that top 4 for a little while. That's quite remarkable.
Which, considering how close things were in race 1, we were expecting more of the same in race 2. As you can see, there's Sniper currently holding on to P10, but look at the competition through Eau Rouge.
Jeez,
Need a
crazy.
big set of balls through there, big balls, that's for sure. And we know how hard points are to come by. Try finishing 7th at Bathurst. That's our bloody 6th, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect.
I believe I got 6th.
Yep, where are my manners? Mac! Just a suicidal move.
What is that
And
about?
when your name's Mac Miller and a suicidal move like that, it's not good.
That is not going to endear yourself with the rest of the drivers, my friend.
No, I dealt with someone today down the main street here at Benalla who similar look in their eyes. They had that crazy look in their eyes, Wolf, and they just went straight through the roundabout. Lucky to be here and be able to tell the story to you. But what was Sniper up in 10th? Mac Miller, who's trying to... I'm not sure what he was looking to gain out of that, Wolf, but he's down in P11 off the track, and he's going to probably hit that return to pit button. Let's wait for it, people. Wait for it. There it is. We saw that coming, and good vibes. We're going to give good vibes a point for that livery. The orange and grey McLaren-ish livery there on the Merc. McLaren Mercedes, you might call it. Voodoo right over the back of him. What sort of Nigerian black magic is this man going to impart on good vibes? We saw in previous seasons, anyone in front of Voodoo has been known to slip through the earth on this game as well, Wolfie. So it's happened before.
He has been sent to the dark side, that is for sure. But look, the boys in 7th, 8th and 9th, which usually comes after 8th, are having a fair old tussle here, and Vibes, looks like he's just sitting in the back waiting for these boys to trip over the top of each other. Oh, no, that looks like it might be Matty that's gone wide there. But these cars are looking great. The guys have actually spent a little bit of time doing the helmets and the racing suits inside the car, so when you go and have a look in car, you can see that they've spent a little bit of time having a bit of fun.
Great stuff, all looking very nice indeed. 15 minutes to go in this race, lap number 2. And Matterford then just holding on to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. There have been some improvements if you're just joining us to the spectator mode for this game in a recent update. A few gigabytes too, so plenty of good stuff in there. But Thunder now, as let me guess, is that Hef? 8th to 9 always catches me out in Connect the Dots, says Cola. Keeping us on our toes, thank you, Cola. And then we have a Cola as well. Yibbity yibbita. Who could forget Rex Hunt? Yibbity yibbita. Voodoo is looking to thank your mother for the rabbits. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Any other requests, Cola? Get them in. And I don't mean just voices, I mean songs as well. You know, we do it all here at KRL. Oi. Oh. And Cart Dude, maybe not our man Wolfie, just coming off the back of a very nasty infection to the nasal passages and the various other parts of his body. I'm not sure how far it did go to other parts of the body, but he is with us tonight. And Aussie Thunder, look at that chrome Mercedes. That is looking very nice. The number 11, very nice. A little bit of a white strip there indeed. As Cola said, we've started something, Wolfie says. Oh no, the request line is open. We've given him a bit of Rex Hunt, yibbity yibbita. And thank you, mother, for the rabbits. And look at that OGT lap number 2, but the battles are everywhere. He is gapping He is gapping 2.6 seconds ahead of Harvey, so he is gapping indeed. Wilco, who had an offer of some fisting action from Dave Heffernan, who's gone awfully quiet in the chat. I knew something was up. Anyone that goes with capital letters and that sort of setup, you know something's going wrong there. Righty slotting into fourth, keeping Wilco. Very honest, Wolf. Wilco can't even take a piss because he'll have Righty all over the back of him.
Yeah, no. Oh, Righty's come. Oh, Righty's gone very, very wide, but managed to hang on to it. There's battles all over the place here, actually. If we look down towards, he said, stalling. If we look at Nobby and Rick and Aussie Thunder, they're still trying to battle for a position there. Rick's trying to sneak up underneath him in that Ferrari, except that it is a Ferrari. Well done me, spotting cars and knowing what they're called. But even way down the back here, excuse me, that'll be my T and my Tim Tams coming back to get me. That'll be Voodoo and Barter's having a bit of a run down the back as well. So there's a couple of little battles all about the place. It's fantastic.
So 8.5 minutes gone now, only on lap 3 of this race. Very interested to know what flavour of Tim Tam you might be talking about, whether they're originals, the double choc, the caramel, the peppermint, you name it, the toffee, the banana, all in there as well. Righty though, he has driven over a banana like Mario Kart style, getting the back end there out of turn 1, and Kilroy is through. Kilroy is through and up to 4th place. That gives Wilco a little bit of breathing room as well. Not happy in that Camaro. Looks nice, drives like a sack of spuds.
That'll be the double choc Tim Tam there, Trev.
The double choc. Could we ever get into the realms of a triple choc layer, maybe with some caramel?
Oh no, there's been carnage at the top of Eau Rouge. Voodoo has gone round. It's been taken out by Barters.
And Voodoo.
It's just got ugly.
And yep.
Voodoo's hit the return to pit button.
And he's gone with the return to pit button. He knew it was coming. As let's take a look at Righty. Where is Righty now? He's having all sorts of issues, says Kohler, with the tail end.
Oh no! It's gone around again. Behind him, Rick Ostek's taken out Manafort. It's gone to carnage at the end of the race here.
It's all happening, as Bill Laurie would say. It's all happening here as Rick Ostek, who goes off at the corner with no name, and he's up to P7, but for how long? There we have it. So knocking the dust off a classic return to pit button. Kohler absolutely loving our work tonight, along with all 9 of you. Let's see if we can pop into double figures. Voodoo says, I died. I'm sure there's some sort of Nigerian shadow realm spell of Voodoo. Maybe Voodoo can just get the pestle and mortar together and get some sort of herbs or other things together to get back into this race. Big apologies to the Nigerian viewers out there, not really trying to take the piss at all. But anyway, I'm sorry about that. But Harvey, go. 24 months interest-free. Just going into a little bit of Richie.
Kilroy, mate. Have a quick look at Wilco and Kilroy.
And if he gets this move done, Wilco will be on the team radio saying, he passed me off the track, guys. He passed me off the track. Yeah, a bit like Lewis, Lewis and Max. Yeah, he passed me off the track, guys. As the big man himself, not Big Daryl Eastlake, but the Universal Bus, says half the race gone, half still to go. Thank you for that Universal Bus. Big shout out to Chris Gale and everyone else stuck in the Indian Premier League at the moment.
Well, they certainly won't be playing cricket there, that's for sure.
No, they'll have to work out something else to do with their $3.2 million US for 2 weeks of cricket. I'm sure the big man maybe can get some girls and, don't blush, that sort of thing. But OGT is still in the lead of this race, and it's a shame that I digress, because Kilroy all over the back of him. And look at this, which way, that away, and Kilroy is getting this done. He's going to send it signed, sealed and delivered there, Wolf.
There we go, straight up. He's going to be the last of the great breakers on the inside. So he's managed to tuck that in, a little bit of a crossover through the left-hander there. No, Wilco's managed to hang on to that, but Kilroy has come on leaps and bounds. If you were watching him for the last season, he has improved dramatically over the last season. He's really been putting quite the effort in, and he's up where he should be.
And there we have it. Kilroy didn't quite have the legs down the Kemmel Straight, but we are riding on helmet cam, if I can remember which button I put onto that. Oh, there we go, the up button. Thank you for that,
Better
Wolf.
get onto it. Oh,
fantastic stuff.
Here we go.
Looking through the helmet, through the eyeballs of Kilroy. Look at this. Downhill entrance to Pouon, and is he going to go down the outside? You can see car on the right, and now he is going to have a go. We might stay on board with this closest battle at the moment. Live timing in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
Oh, Trevor's dying, and Righty's catching up to him. Kilroy is staying on the inside.
There we go.
Managed to keep Wilco ahead of him. Wilco's gone wide. Kilroy's picked up the side of it. Righty is watching this and just waiting for these, as I said before, waiting for these guys to drop off. Wilco's gone off the track. Oh, but he's just managed to hang on to it, and Righty's going to come up the inside of him as well.
And let's have a look at that battle there, Kilroy. We might go back to what's going on. I've just swallowed a fly or something, but Righty now right up behind Kilroy. We might head back to these cameras here. Here we go. And look how close this battle is. 7.5 minutes remaining. Where has the time gone? OGT leads.
There we go. Righty's looking for the crossover. Oh, Kilroy's made a magnificent move in between the left and the right and the left in the chicane and snuck up back the inside of. Words are hard. English is my third language. Let me help. And Righty and Kilroy down into the first corner. Here we go.
Here we go. Signed, sealed, and delivered. LOL. Sucked in, Wilco says Hef. Of course, Wilco wants everyone to watch him. Look at me, everyone. There's something else is happening here on my phone. But anyway, we'll get back to that in 6 minutes and 48 seconds because it is OGT. That gap is closing. It is closing. We'll keep an eye on that one.
Half a second there. OG must have had a little bit of a mistake there.
A bit of a moment.
Kilroy's got up in the third and has put a bit of a gap on it, so it's Righty and Jason now. So Kilroy's given himself a good second in front of Jason there, and Jason will be looking behind him to keep an eye on Righty, because Righty is very, very quick at the moment. That Camaro isn't. And
just having a look, we're on helicopter camera now. You've got to be a little bit careful we don't fly too low through these trees. We might be at a bit of a spot of bother there. But anyway, had our aircraft safety briefing. I do work in that field as well. That's a story for another day. But we're down to 11, and Rick Oztech has been disqualified. So he's back into the pits. Cartoon's back into the pits. So you know the drill by now. Still sticking with this helicopter camera, but good vibes. Only 9 drivers running in this race, which means if this was a championship race, 4 points, everyone would get them. But we need to go back to drive and change this camera back to our beloved spectator camera, which has got us through so much in the past. Where's this race gone, Wolf? What is going on?
I don't know, but Harvey has picked up another 3/10 on OG. So I might just flip up to OG and have a look inside his car and see what's going on. He seems to be quick enough. Oh, he's got a lot of understeer. OG's got a lot of understeer, and that might be costing him. His front tyres might be gone. He might have been trying so hard in the first part of the race. It's got. Oh yeah, that is not good. So Harvey might just have a little bit better setup at the moment. But through the quick stuff, OG's got a plenty of understeer.
And there we have it, Understeer City. Keep your eyes open for a bargain. Understeer City, as Cola says, dropping like flies as Byers eats them. Very sharp. Byers is B-Y-E-R-S. But anyway, thank you for that. Fantastic stuff. As lap 6 of this race, 4.5 minutes gone. Gotta love yourself a social sprint round at Spa. Francorchamps, the GT4 cars, not sure, completely convinced whether the drivers are over the line with these cars. I'm not sure what cars we're running for next season, Wolf, but I'm sure that's something that we can talk about on Discord and the various other social media outlets. That's the least of OGT's worries because he was controlling the race for so long, and now he's got Harvey Norman get in quick, 24 months interest-free all over the back of him.
Yeah, and Harvey's taking a much closer line. He's hitting his apexes far, far better than OG is at the moment. And that's giving him the 1 or 2 tenths that he needs for that. He's just picked up another 3 tenths into the second sector. So OG's got a little bit of work to do. That seems to be the closest battle. And then you've got Righty and Wilco still going for it. Those two lads pretty much picking up from where they left off last season as well.
And there we have it, 6 laps gone, 3.5 minutes to go, probably another couple of laps as David, who just sticks around, doesn't he? I'm off to find something better to do than watch this. Like, sort out my...
I think the important thing is he won't be missed. So, like, sort of announcing that you're not going to be on Facebook anymore, nobody really cares.
Just no need to announce it either, is there? No one really cares anyway. But there we have it, a tick over 3 minutes remaining. Race 2 tonight. We saw race 1 very close. This one between OGT and Harvey Norman. They've sort of swapped, haven't they? It was the other way around in race 1. Now OGT is out the front, and this is very close. Harvey Norman deciding to run a little bit wide. LOL says Kohler. Kilroy in third. This battle's not over, Kohler. Kohler Commando 13. The lucky number 13. Here we are, Kid Buyers Racing League at Spa. Righty is off. And is he going to take Jason with him? Yes, he is. There we go.
Classic style.
We called that one early. I worked out the angles there, Wolf. And I could see where Righty was going. Return to pit. Wait for it.
OG's gone wide, and Harvey's right on him now because OG's last lap was a 2:33.9. He's just on a 2:34.1, and OG's, that's 2 seconds almost neat to his fastest lap. But OG's got the inside line for the first corner, so this should be the last but one lap.
Yep, I think we might get one more. I think, yep, 2:05. What are they doing? 2:30 somethings. So there we have it. So that might be the end of Wilco as well. No, he's sticking with it. Matterford right behind him. I could just see that. I could see them. I could see Righty going off, and I could see where he was going. I could see where Wilco was, the space that Wilco was heading to. And as Martin Brundle would say, Wolf, it's the disappearing wedge, isn't it?
It is.
That Wilco was going into.
Matty is right on Wilco as you come down.
Oh my goodness, Harvey Norman is around. Is he? Harvey. He's not around. He sort of did the old 180 there. He's
come unstuck, but he's got there.
He's got there. And, is he going to have time? No, that's given OGT a bit of breathing space with one lap, last lap but one, penultimate lap of this race. And who is David H? I wouldn't want to let you know, Shep, because Shep will be heading around to his place and just giving him a piece of his mind, I reckon. You don't want to get on the wrong side of Big Shep down there in Scoresby, Victoria. Known and loved by everybody. What's happening?
It's having a lot of trouble. Oh, my goodness.
Yellow flags out for something. Righty's back in the pits. Return to pit. Good Vibes just has done stuff all at the back, but he's just survived, so that's good.
It looks like he'll get 8th place. So
looks like he's going to get 8th place. We could drive to survive season 3, starring Good Vibes. How good is that? Thought I'd save that for the last 30 seconds. Nobby Nuts in 7th. Through the corner with no name, and it looks like he's going to finish in P7. Aussie Thunder then through the downhill approach to Pouon, and Matterford and Wilco getting busy with each other. Kilroy is all out on his own. He'll be looking for 3rd place. Not sure whether we're doing any post-race interviews with the drivers. It is their off-season. They're probably snorting all sorts of things, having a few beers, having some nose beers, which I only found out what nose beers were very late on in the piece. I thought that was some way of drinking beer with your nose, but I'm very, very innocent.
Very much mistaken, apparently. Okay.
I was very much mistaken. As here we go, OGT, as we wait for the Universal Boss. Should we ride on board with him on the last lap or not?
Sure.
No, maybe.
That was the last lap. Nope. Yep, that was the last
there
lap.
We
Somewhere
go.
Along the line, we missed it.
So we were, I don't know, maybe, there we go. We've missed that again. We've missed it twice. In fact, we've missed it 3 times, Wolf. I missed the last race from the last season.
That's right.
Didn't I?
We're very good at this.
How good was that?
Very, very good.
And, bless buyers. God bless you there, Kohler, Kilroy. I've missed 3 in a row now. The hat trick as Wilco comes around. We're a bit rusty here, aren't we? A few nose beers might help that out. But Matterford then
I have to ask you about that off air, I think.
Yep. As Matterford, what's happening there? Oh, there we go. 7th place for him. Good Vibes in 8th position. Not too far behind Matterford either. As the drivers are back into the pits. Can we see what they're doing now, maybe? No, we might get off of Righty because he's not doing a great deal. We might go on to our race winner, who's back in the pits. In fact, they're all back into the pits. In fact, Wilco, let's ride on board with Wilco for a little bit through Eau Rouge. And he's spun around. No, he hasn't quite. And and just be careful. We know what happened last time we saw an accident like this at this corner, but there we have it. So Wilco in 4th. I can't remember where he finished in race 1, but this man not happy with this car. Not one for the... I don't think we'll be seeing him in this car too often, as I'm sitting on my pooch now, who is also on this chair with me here in the commentary box. But that is it. That's a wrap for race 2. God bless you too, Cola. And it's good to be back. And 8 people watching. That is amazing considering how well we've been travelling. But that is our lot.
We managed to keep them.
Well, at least we managed to keep it all together on the one stream, which is fantastic stuff. Fantastic. We'll go doing a little bit of drifting, Wolf. Well, we're back and managed to blow out a few cobwebs there. And, well, that's some pretty entertaining racing for a Thursday evening.
As it was a social boys, so they're all trying as hard as they possibly can and probably trying to give each other a little bit of strife here and there. So everyone's had a bit of fun. It's all good. Great
stuff. That's what it's all about. As there we have it. We are live now, says Wilco, in spectator mode, and all sorts of delayed messages here on my phone. I might check that out a little bit later. So the session has ended. It is OGT leading. He was leading the race. In fact, he's won the race. How good is that?
Won the race.
He's won the race ahead of Harvey. Harvey winning race 1, OGT winning race 2. So that's probably...
Kilroy in 3rd. I can't remember where he came in the race 1.
And not too sure what's happening there, but I'm not sure whether we are talking to the drivers or whether we're just calling it a night. I am not too sure. Wilco's finished drifting around this circuit, and he hopefully is going to come into the chat and save us. We invited him to the party. Let's have a look. That's all that car is good for, says Jason Wilkinson. A little bit of drifting action, if you don't mind. And there we have it. He has joined the party. Thank God for that. And wow. Buongiorno, ciao, grazie ragazzi. So talk us through, no, in fact, what are we doing now, Wilco? We're inviting the drivers in, or?
Everyone said I'm going to bed because Harvey goes, oh, do you want to do another race? And everyone's like, no, I'm going to bed. So, yeah, no.
Nice race between you and Righty. Righty's
Righty, Kilroy as well. That was the good one. Yeah, Righty, he binned it. He's like, let's work together, and then 3 seconds later, he fucking spins it.
We could see that. We could see that happening too, Wilco. We could see that.
Called it.
It's good fun.
Trev called it, actually. Trev called his Righty's gone off, and Jason's about ready to be taken out, and bang, there it is.
Yeah, he went off, and there was drifting, and then he had he's like, I can see the front wheels are pointing to far left. He just kept on spinning right, so I was like, oh well. It's more damage that can't hurt this big Camaro? Well, I think it's a piece of shit.
Wolfie and I did a dynamic risk assessment live, given the new camera angles and all the sorts of new toys and bells and whistles we've got here. We can do that. And boy, we could just see you heading into that wedge, Wilco, where the space that Righty was going into, and 2 not going into 1 there, that's for sure. Well, that is a wrap, Wolfie. How good has this been? Yes. A great night of racing.
It has been a lot of fun. The boys were racing hard, probably taking it a little less, what's the correct word, seriously. There was no regard for their vehicles or their pit crew. The vehicles have all gone back, crashed and damaged. They don't really care.
No.
But look, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Great fun. Thank you to everybody for watching tonight. Big Shep down there. With having a few frothies.
I'd like to apologise for my good mate Dave H. I was like, who the fuck's this Dave H dickhead? And then I clicked halfway through the race. I'm like, it's fucking Hef, because I sent him the link. And it didn't shut the fuck up. So he's obviously had about
There's
5
OG.
Hey boys. OG, yeah, I thought I might
mate, how you going?
Have a semi-formal one.
And, I would also like to apologise if he's still watching, David. I was really running out of options, so I have reported you for sexually explicit material and child abuse as well. So you probably won't be watching the next stream, but thank you for joining us anyway, as we are just about out of time. Thank you, Wolf. I think OGT's jumped in to say hello. Thank you as well, Wilco. But, well, that's almost a wrap, and we are out. Over and out for tonight, boys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to AG off air.
There we have it. So thank you for watching, everybody. You know who you are in the comments. Thanks once again.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's have a look here. Let's click drive. Go.
Oh, there he is. Look at him in car.
There we go.
Isn't he precious?
There we go.
Hello.
He's just waving
Do we really
goodbye.
have to continue working for this guy, Trev? I mean, seriously, it's just driving me up the wall, mate.
That frame rate's about
Goodbye.
15 frames a second there. That's great stuff.
Okay, I broke my wheel.
That ego's going to kill us all, I reckon.
There we have it, just doing what he does best. And awesome stuff. I think David H wanted to catch up with you too, Wilco. You may not have heard or seen those comments.
I've read it.
I'm not sure whether you want to, mate. But anyway, we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. That's our lot for this week. Stay tuned for further updates about KRL and what we'll be doing next in terms of a brand new season. Stay safe, stay well, be kind to one another, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.